When I was helping my dad make his Medicare decision a few years ago, I had a really hard time deciding, well, which Medicare option is truly best for him. And I hear so many people ask this exact same question. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the process that I follow to understand and to decide really which Medicare plan, which Medicare option is truly best for an individual given their situation. You've worked hard for Medicare. Let's now get the most out of it. I'm Emily with the Medicare Coach, an independent Medicare advocate helping you easily make your right Medicare decision. We sell no insurance products whatsoever, and so you hear me say very different things on my videos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel below to get all those inside tips to, again, get the most out of Medicare while protecting your retirement savings. So when it comes to picking out the right Medicare plan, there's a few things that I always have people follow, and really we have a proven process to make that right Medicare decision. And the first step is all around deciding when to join Medicare. And I know that this sounds silly, but too many people at 65 assume that they have to join Medicare, and they just jump into picking out a plan or a company based on the advertisements or based on a friend's recommendation or whatever it might be. But the reality is, let's just hold up a second and understand, do you actually need to join Medicare? I cover this and more in other videos, but if you have an employer health insurance plan that meets Medicare rules, you can delay Medicare past 65 without penalties. And what I hate seeing is when people are both on an employer plan and they also join Medicare for no good reason. Being on both is usually a huge waste of money. So again, before we even dive into the plans, let's get really clear on when you should join Medicare. Does it really make sense to join Medicare at 65, or should you wait until a later date? Okay? Step number 2 that I always people take is understanding what type of Medicare do your doctors accept. Okay? You know, a lot of people just, again, jump into Medicare plans based on commercials or based on celebrities or recommendations from friends. But the reality is, we have health insurance to see the doctors that we want to be able to see. And if that insurance is not accepted by your doctor, well, then it's not going to be very good for you, right? It's like buying a plane trip that's on sale that a celebrity is endorsing, but not having any idea as to where the destination is, when you leave, any of those things. So again, let's get really clear on what we want to be able to use our health insurance on, which is usually seeing your doctors that you have relationships with, and then going backwards from there, and based on that, right, understand what Medicare plan do they accept. The reality is there are thousands of Medicare plans out there, and if we dive directly into, again, the plans and the companies and everything else, we can easily get lost and end up on the wrong plan decision. And so by understanding, again, what your doctors accept and working backwards, it will help you more easily decide which Medicare decision is truly right or best for you, okay? Also, I look at medications. Depending on the medications that you take, especially if they're expensive medications, that can determine which plan, which program you pick when it comes to Medicare, okay? So whether it's Medicare Advantage or Part D, medications can be a determining factor as to which plan does make sense for you, okay? So we talked about when to join, we talked about doctors, we talked about medications. Let's also look at the overall costs of healthcare, right? So what that means is that many times people will just pick a plan based on just simply the premiums, or simply based on the free dental plan or a free gym membership, things like that. But if we're not looking at the overall cost of our healthcare, we can be up for a lot of surprises when it comes to the future. So again, I highly recommend that people get deep, not completely deep, but understand the actual total cost of the different Medicare plans to determine which one does fit you best. Most of the time when I see people regret their decision, they didn't look at all the costs. And so again, I think that by understanding which costs you're actually paying for, premiums, out of pockets, copays, deductibles, all of those things, you can be much more confident in picking your right Medicare plan. All right. Again, I know Medicare is confusing. In the section below, I'm going to be including an extra resource to give you more information to help you easily navigate Medicare, so you're not just kind of spatting out and dealing with all the commercials as they come at you. All right. Again, I'm Emily with the Medicare Coach, here to help you easily make your right Medicare decision to get the most out of your benefits while protecting your retirement savings.